Hey, I'm KimberlyMone't, and this is Relatable Kontent. Hey y'all, so I have my co-host for today. This is Nicholas.
Bonjour, he's back.
And you see he's wearing his mask because today's topic is about COVID-19. Okay? So, first things first.
Ooh, I can breathe.
Right.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Can't you just not mess up your sinuses?
Everything.
Mess up everything. So with the pandemic now, we done been on lockdown since St. Patrick's Day.
Since 2019.
In LA, right?
Yes.
Since 2019. So let's just start at the beginning. How have you adjusted to this new life so far?
It has been an adjustment for sure. There have been a lot of positives and or negatives that have come out of this pandemic for me personally. But mostly good. In the beginning, I was a little apprehensive. You know, I clutched my pearls a little bit.
Pearls.
You know, but you know,
Right.
it has. I've grown during the pandemic, and I didn't think that was possible in the beginning of the pandemic. So now I find myself a little. I don't want to say happy for the pandemic, but
it's like,
just thank you.
It's an eye-opener kind of.
Thank you. It was a year for sure. It's been a year
already, and we still have what is this?
2 more years to go.
Right. Listen,
years to go.
This has been, it's been ups, it's been downs, it's been ins, it's been outs, it's been left, it's been rights. Whatever you want to say, it has been. But I can say, so since we're talking about from the beginning, my original thought process from the beginning was like, I can't do this. You trying to cage me? I can't stay in the house.
Excuse, how dare you?
You trying to tell me I can't go outside? I can't hug my friends. I can't kiss a man. I can't do what's happening.
I gotta put sanitizer on every 10 minutes.
I gotta put sanitizer on. Like
this skin.
It was that. Yeah. So I was freaking out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm such a social butterfly. That was my main thing with me. Like, oh God, like sitting into that like reality set in, and then like I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I gave Corona a good 13 days of lockdown. I couldn't do it. I
couldn't do it.
I was going stir crazy.
Yeah.
Like I had to get out. I had to go hiking, go to picnics. Like I had to go with my dog. Like take Lola out. I had to do things because it wasn't necessarily the fact of me being in the house. It's just the fact that I couldn't go and see the people that I wanted to see or do the things that I wanted to do.
Yes.
Which I'm sure is probably the same thing for you all, like everyone.
Yes.
It's just that, when someone tells you, it's like the opposition to authority. You tell me I can't, I'm gonna do it. Just because.
The physicality for me is a big thing. I'm a hugger. I'll grab your hand. I'm that person.
Sanitizer.
I'm that person. I'm that grandma that goes to the same store every day and look at the same stuff. And probably buy the same stuff. You know what I mean? Right. But I can't even do that anymore and feel comfortable because, first off, I can't breathe. That's just number one.
I'm stuffy right now.
I can't. I can't breathe. I can't. I can't love my loved ones the way I love to love on my loved ones. I know that sounds crazy, but I can't. Everything seems to be a little different
it's a
in
shift.
The physical department. It's a shift. It's a shift.
You ever notice so now like maybe a few months in, you see now in public when you cross paths with people, opposed to the general from before. Maybe you can shake a hand. Now people are kind of hesitant,
the level of awkwardness.
Bump and it's awkward, but it's if you are naturally a certain type of person, you embrace people.
Yes.
That's just what it is. I'm embracing.
Now I have to be a mile away waving. Hey girl, what's up? Peace, nice to meet you. I'm Nick.
Right.
From a mile away. It's just the world we live in right now. I don't think it'll last forever.
So no, they're trying to bring out the vaccine by what? They said October the 1st or right after the election. But that's a whole nother realm. We ain't gonna jump into that. But let's look on the creative side of the pandemic.
Yes.
So I know I've picked up, some new things and learning a little French, a little Spanish, finances, getting my financial house together. So things like that, it has gave me the time to kind of slow down and sit in that to do the things that I wanted to do before, but the hustle and bustle to get up and go, to all this, that, third, that we all do and we practice, Now we are sitting in that and doing those things we want to do. Some of y'all even making bread recipes or, cooking more. So it's like, what is one of the things that all right, because of Corona, her worst mask, that you were able to, do that you weren't able to do before because you didn't have the time?
I think I really dwelled into cooking a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've gotten back into reading and writing a little more, which is something I enjoyed, but I was always just too tired, or that was my excuse to not just own in on that. Also, I think communication with my loved ones or the people around me, I think that has gotten better during the pandemic. Right. So that's a positive in the pandemic, because now we're all in the pandemic. What you doing, girl? You not at work.
You're not at work.
What's up? What you doing? I tried my hardest during this pandemic to look at the positives that come out of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I try not to focus so much on the negative anymore. Yeah. I'm loving the positives. It's beautiful. I love that everyone is a little more sensitive to hygiene, if that makes sense. Listen, that's how I word that. Sensitive to hygiene. Because now you get to smell your own breath. You know what I mean?
Now you get to smell what's behind these masks.
That you should wash.
Listen.
It's just the small things. Like, I'm a hugger and I'm a greeter and I'm very physical. But hello, hey, what's up? What's poppin'? What's good? How are you? But outside of that, it's more so keep your distance from me. Keep your 6 feet from me. And I see people. It's funny in the grocery stores. You always see people weary. If you just happen to have a lapse of air in your throat,
and you do a little, it's like
the whole store.
They want to clear out.
4,000 feet of people are looking at you like, what's happening? What's going on? So I've also found laughter during the pandemic. Yeah, it's giving me time to like own in on stuff that I've been wanting to do. I've been looking into a lot of like self-help.
Self-help is,
which is something that I should have been doing, but
it's self-help.
Just to help me through things, guide me through things a little bit, gain a better understanding. Yeah. It's almost like a form of therapy now. So
that it is.
It's been working for me.
Everything is virtual. We got to see our doctors online. We got to see OBGYNs, the dentists. Everything is virtual. School is virtual. We taking classes online. I done took a few seminars sitting there like, I done already paid for this. I can't be in person. I can't. Excuse me. I have a question.
I can't walk to your office.
I can't even knock on your door.
After the class. But to question something you done said.
But it's alright, because I have a pregunta. But that's just a pandemic for you. So it's like, we're in this, and I think too is giving us that time to really and Mother Earth, to stop and reboot. And I feel like this time is really essential for everybody to take that pause, utilize this time, utilize this new world that we have, that we're going into, to create something great, create some financial stability for yourself and your loved ones, because this is really going to be the make or break for a lot of people, and it is right now, because think about it, it's people right now that don't even have a place to lay their heads because everything is stopped and halted, or because they're on unemployment, they're getting benefits, but also it's not enough to cover for whatever they have, and that's just the kind of the sad reality that we're in. So that's why I do encourage people to, if you are able to utilize your time to put in some effort to make yourself come out of this stronger than what you went into. Yeah, for sure. Change up the pace a little bit, because nobody wants to feel that hopelessness, because that's when that thing called depression sets in. Now, switching to that, I don't know if that's happened to you, but I'll be honest, that's happened to me in this pandemic one time. It was just because, you're sitting there and you're like, I'm just basically getting up, I'm flapping on this hamster wheel, I'm basically eating, sleeping, waking up, taking a walk, whatever I'm doing, but it's like I'm literally just doing the same cycle, every over and over. And it's like, when can I catch a break doing something else? Like I need to do something else. Like, has that set in for you? Like,
I suffer from depression, seriously, pre-pandemic. So I've had to learn ways to modify my thoughts when it comes to depression. So if it's something that I knew would kind of tap me into my feelings, I'll find something to counteract it, aka reading, aka working on something else that I should be working on, or just just finding ways. And so that's another positive for me, actually, because I've sat and I've had time to process things that I need to work on and or do. Depression comes and goes. I personally feel like for everyone, because we all have those moments. We're all human, you know.
We're not alone. You are not
alone. But you're not alone.
Right.
Like, I think it's important for people to figure out the ways to modify the things that'll break you down into depression and pick yourself up. You have to. We fall down, but we get up. You know, it's a cliche saying, but you know,
it's true. It's facts.
It's true, and it's crazy because I haven't really been depressed during the pandemic because I made a conscientious effort to not be depressed.
Yeah.
And that's what you just have to do.
But the thing is, I think too, you have to have that that mindset to be able to pull yourself from out of that. Because also, what do we say? The wherewithal. You got to have that wherewithal.
The wherewithal.
The wherewithal. The wherewithal. To really put yourself in a predicament where you understand what's at stake, you know what you're doing, you know how to kind of come from that, which is being loving yourself first.
Yes.
Because this is a lot of downtime. So now say if you're not fortunate enough and you live with yourself and you're not home with family members like a lot of people may be, and you're living in your 1-bedroom or your studio apartment.
Yes.
That's the time that you got to face the music. You're literally looking at yourself and reflecting, and you are working a lot of stuff out behind these closed doors that nobody knows about.
You are Michael Jackson. You are looking at the man and the woman in the mirror.
At this point.
Crystal clear.
At this point.
Crystal clear. And I think a lot of people have had to face things about themselves that they haven't really wanted to sit down and think about. Now you're forced to. So what happens now? You know what I mean? Right. It's just like you have to like shake that shit up, shake that stuff up, and do what you're doing. I think everyone has grown during the pandemic. I feel like everyone around me has grown in some sort of way. Everyone has picked up a hobby. Everyone has discovered new things about themselves. Everyone has communicated with people that they probably didn't see themselves communicate. You know what I mean? It's just like change.
Nostalgia. And it helps.
It helps. It's healthy. I think. Yeah.
But you know, I feel like the way that it's all set up with where we're at now, you know, this is the purpose of the podcast, to make it be relatable. Some of the things we tapped on, I'm pretty sure that most of you, if not all of you, have experienced or felt or dealt with. But kids. You know, even the children. So it's just, you know, the moral of the story is you aren't alone. We are in this together, as cliche as it sounds, but we're just, you know, taking it one day at a time and trying to be as positive and as gracious as we can be, and, you know, and hopeful that we're going to come out of this stronger than we went in, and loving each other even more than we did before. That's it.
That's the goal.
And that's the move. You know, and with that being said,
that's the vibe.
That's the vibe. Let's go ahead and put these masks on, since we're about to stand up and exit stage left at this moment. But you know, this has been real. Which is what I wish this pandemic would do. Exit stage left. This has been, you know, relatable content, the coronavirus pandemic edition. Tune in next week. Peace and blessings, guys. Bye.
I was hungry, but I can't.